But I also want to read a post that you put out regarding the death toll being so high and what is actually happening when it comes to people that are mourning those that have been lost. Cemeteries have to post electronic signs to direct mourners to the right funeral. You attended a funeral, I know, Avi, this week for a 23-year-old soldier. Talk to me more about that.
So the soldier in question was actually the cousin of a friend of mine. He was an immigrant from France. He was at Kibbutz Be'eri, one of the communities in Israel South that was targeted by these terrorists, and he held fire for 8 hours. He was able to maintain his position for 8 hours. He saved an untold number of lives. We don't know how many lives he saved, but we know it was quite a lot before he was unfortunately killed in battle. The funeral, which took place at Mount Herzl Military Cemetery, the main military cemetery in Jerusalem, was attended by hundreds, perhaps thousands of people who didn't even know him. I was one of them. I didn't know this young man, but who wanted to come and pay tribute to his sacrifice. And I can tell you that in the same section of the cemetery in which he was laid to rest, there were 3 other fresh graves of other young people who were killed in last week's horrific attack. This is, again, a country that has been devastated. 1,300 people. It is an unfathomable number for a country of only 10 million people. And thousands missing, thousands wounded, and of course, between 100 and 200 who have been kidnapped by Hamas. It's a country in tremendous state of trauma, but one, again, that is determined to move forward in a positive way and, of course, in life.